Welcome to sleepingdog.video. In the words of Homer Simpson, dope. Okay, in talking about my new, because I'm so excited, my new X1 carbon 3D printer. It did cost me with AMS on a Black Friday, 2024 Black Friday deal, about $1,300 out the door, that including the tax for California. And I finally, had my first out of all the stuff that I've printed, and it was a lot from, I'll show you a couple of things, from this vise out of PLA, and very strong for PLA. And then my sister's dog I printed out for. I'm going to print it out in black with maybe something like red eyes or green eyes and a red nose or something to make it stand out a little more. And I printed all these pieces for my, this is a spool winder that I didn't design, but I think I got off printables. I have to figure out how to put it together. But then I printed all that. It was going great. And then I got my first failed print. So I'm going to talk about the failed print. And everyone is going to have a failed print. And I was disappointed. I didn't understand. So I got to tell you the funny story. Okay, so here's the story. Did this print, which is my last print I'm doing so far, not the last print, of course. I'm going to print for years, maybe on this printer, hopefully, and print maybe a lot of happy returns. So since it's the holidays, and happy holidays. And I wanted to, so I tried another print. I tried even a third print, and I wondered why the first layer seemed to go down. As you can see, the first layer looks pretty good. The second layer and the third layer, I was getting all this spaghetti, and I was wondering why. See, like this. This first layer, well, this is a little off, but pretty much it adhered to the build plate. It didn't raise from the build plate. It was pretty good, and I was getting puzzled. Could it be that I need to re-dry my filament? I tried. The very last thing to get to the point of the story is I decided, well, I'll try a different roll of filament. See if this filament's just bad. I've had a roll of bad filament before, and changing the filament just worked. And that's why I come to putting my finger over the type of filament. This looks exactly same writing, same color, same everything as their PLA filament. And what does this say on it? PETG filament. So what basically I did was in the second spool, and I was so disappointed that I was getting spaghetti. I would have to figure that out. It was printing so great and all, and now I have to figure out what's wrong with it. I was so dejected. I was just disappointed. Then I figured out, and you probably know where I'm going now, is I found out that the second spool should have been PLA, and it did switch spools and started when it ran out of filament, start the second spool that was exactly what I wanted. What happened is I had PETG filament in my second AMS unit slot, but I told the software that I had PLA. And PLA for this filament goes up to, and I'm going to read for the, this is, I believe, let me get my flashlight. It's a little dark from rating today. So it's 230 to 255 for PETG. And it's supposed to be 180 to, and I say supposed to be, and I'll tell you in a moment why I say that. It's supposed to be 190 to, so 180 to 220 for Haggard Build Series PLA. So I was basically printing PETG at 220 degrees. And it's not supposed to print that cold. So no wonder I was getting this. And when I went in, what happened was when I went in to take this spool and to try to put it in my food dehydrator that I have in my second bedroom, and I was going to try to dry it, I saw that it said PETG on it, and I said, I thought, don't, yes, oh, that was the problem. It was PETG trying to print with PLA settings. So, and then you can see the smile on my face when I say that. I don't mind to be wrong and have a don't moment when it's a simple way to fix. I've had too many struggling fixes over the years, and so I'm happy to be wrong. I'm happy to have done a stupid, if you want to say it's a stupid thing, ha ha ha, stupid thing. It is a funny moment, but so you can laugh on that point. But remember, make sure that your filament, if it's the same filament as you used previously from the same manufacturer, that you're not using one type like PETG for PLA like I did when it doesn't read it. I wonder if I try the green filament by Bambu Labs, if that'll finally read the filament this time. But that's my moment that I just wanted to say, and I'm so happy that that's all it was. And I want to show you that those exact parts are, let me show you. This is my iPad. This is showing with 1080p. It's not perfect, the reception. I don't know if the board's not fast enough, but it's printing pretty good now. I mean the screen. Sometimes it pauses and doesn't update the screen. So the only two things, and that's all I wanted to say for this video. The only thing I would change in the Bambu Labs is for the spaghetti detection to not be this much to detect before it gets to this stage. And I even have it at the high setting, and it still doesn't detect it fast enough. For sleepingdog.video, bye-bye. Happy printing.